Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Notion Nerds Live. And today we have a very special guest. You've seen her in the chat on every single stream. The Nerdy Notioneer, and she's joining us today. So excited.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, of course, we have Danny too. I guess is here too. Like anyone who really can.
Oh yeah, just that person that happens to drop in like every week.
Sadly.
Roxana, good to see you. Leslie, good to see you.
Hi, Ryan.
Hello. So you can keep going now, Danny.
You're the one in charge, Gail. Good to see you. Oh, Twitch, love it, Gail. I will
Yeah,
say,
nice to see you on Twitch, Gail.
we are long messages.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hi,
The
Gail.
long messages on Twitter. On Twitch is beautiful. Homesick Mac, nice to see you.
Mac.
It's great. to have you
We weren't
here.
talking about you behind the scenes.
And the other two random people on stream.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just here facing my fear on camera.
Yeah. So why don't you let's just jump straight into it because we can.
Oh my goodness.
Tell us why you're here today.
Well, Jonathan is the reason why I'm here today. Or wait a minute. We'll do like the notes here. Here we go. There we go. There we go. I was been mentioning online in Discord that I've been trying to get this template launched to organize course learning. And Jonathan's like, okay, let's do it. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
John just pressurizes everyone.
So as I said to Nerdy Notioneer in the chat, you don't have to if you're not ready to launch. You don't have to come on. But the chances are when you're playing with beautiful logos, which I love your logo.
Thank you.
And lots of little instructions, you're ready to go live, and you just need a gentle, friendly
push. Yeah, it was more of a hug. It was like a push.
Nah. But are you glad you're here?
I am glad I'm here. It's usually
Exactly.
just taking that first step. Hi, Kim.
The most terrifying thing. Hey, Kim. Nice to see you here. The scary thing about coming on live is the first bit is actually showing up.
Yes.
And then when you're here, you're going to love it. So if anyone wants to come on the Notion Nerves.
Yeah, nerves, that's perfect.
If you've got lots of nerves, you want to come on the Notion Nerves live stream, just send me a message. We'll get you in there. If you're in the Discord, just send us a message. Send me a message, not Danny, because Danny's doing it with other people, so we get the right people in the right places. I mean, you can come on both, to be fair.
They're wonderful.
If it's a Sunday, it'll be here. If it's not a Sunday, it'll be on my channel. Unless we're going to stream on this channel as well. I don't know how that would work. No, just keep Sunday. Sunday will be here.
What are you on about?
I'm trying to work out like stuff in my head. It's fine. Yusuf,
Hello.
good to see you.
Oh,
Gail,
nervous Notion Nerds. I love that.
Notion Nerds. What? Nerds.
This is wonderful.
So tell us a little bit about what you're going to show. What are you going to show us today?
The basic template.
We've heard about it, but what is this template? Should we bring it up?
Yes, we can bring it up. Yes, that'll be fine.
Let's go.
Okay, this started as I want to start learning the code this year. I do know some basics, but that was like 10 years ago. So I want to start from the beginning and learn it all over again. But while I was designing this, I discovered that it could be just so much more. Not just learning to code, but how to organize any of your online courses that you take. So, OCL. It took me like last night to determine that was the name I was going to go with.
And I love the little eyes.
Yeah. It was just like opening your eyes, just acknowledging, hey, this is something cool.
Yeah. I love this. Yeah. I absolutely love it. So, yeah, show us around.
Okay, let me click on here. This is just the intro page where you can move it. If you have a dashboard already set up, then you could take that page link and just move it to your own dashboard where you need to. And these are, pink and blue are my colors so that it's set up in dark mode, but it will work in light mode as well. And let's see here. A lot, so ignore that. And like Danny, I have a low quality laptop, so it takes a minute. There we go. Okay, these are instructions, so we can close those up. All right, this is it. This is the front page. It's that simple. You have your inbox. Yeah, so you have your inbox here. This is where you can use your quick notes, which I do have a template for quick notes, so you can have a cute little icons. All icons on here I created.
Beautiful. I love that.
So we get and your web clipper. Your web clipping articles when you're doing research will go into this box here. And then when you'll come in here and you'll link them to where you want them to go. And here you'll see all your tasks that you create yourself. It's just right there. That way you have a quick glance. This is the dashboard. And you can see right away what you need or don't need to do. But this is the meat of the meat, not the problem. I don't know why I said problem. I'm nervous.
This is the problem you're trying to fix.
Yes, there we go.
Very quickly, I've seen some people in chat saying there's a double. I muted myself. If it was me, I've muted myself. If it wasn't me, then maybe it's someone else. I'm not sure. So let us know in chat whether me muting myself helped. If it didn't, then maybe it's coming from one of you other two. I'm
checking my audio now. It did come through a few times, so I just turned down. Let me know if it's still coming through. But I don't have it anywhere else.
Have you got the stream up somewhere else? If you've got the stream up somewhere else, then it may be echoing through StreamYard.
Which is weird because we can't hear it at all. Okay, right now is people. So if we just keep talking while Danny's muted, people are still hearing the same problem. Let us know, and we'll just do that with me in a minute as well. So anyway, as you were going, Tia, keep going.
Okay, this is the core. This is the core. I do have the back end, but I have it out of sight, so you don't actually delete it. And I got warning signs. Don't delete this. Okay.
Absolutely.
But right here, you can create your own course. When you go online, you have a course. What you'll do is you click new course. We'll click on here real quick. It may take a moment. And then you'll put in your program's course name. And you'll choose the subject. That's all you do is you put in the title of your course and the subject that it pertains to. Everything else will automatically fill in as you go. And let's see. Nice. And I'm sorry, it's going slow.
You're fine. You're fine. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. So it's not Danny. So I'm going to mute myself for a minute and Danny can talk. Shock horror, Danny's going to talk.
Me talking? Who would have known? So when it comes to speed of laptop, forget it. My laptop doesn't work. We have like 3 hours. So as long as we have 3 hours, we're good. If you can still hear duplicates, let us know. Yeah, duplicates. Typing duplicates, John. What? Just double echo? Yeah. So Notioneer, I'm curious with the template. I'm assuming when you duplicate it from Gumroad, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you duplicate from Gumroad, you get absolutely everything that you're showing here, correct?
Yes, everything.
Right.
Everything. And okay, now this is most courses you will have certificate programs. And that is like you have your program, then you have the certificate, and then your modules and lessons. This is set up for that cascading effect. You just go through it step by step. If it doesn't have a certificate program, then you can just enter a subject, something, here to let you know that it would pertain to that. And then you would just click here and click new. Everything is template set up. And let's see here. And this is this is where you'll probably the overview for your module. We call them modules. I don't know what else they're called.
Module, course, lesson, subject, topic,
Yes.
just interchangeable words.
Mm-hmm. And let's see here. And then here's the task bar again. This is where the overview task of all the lessons and modules, you'll see them. They just kind of interconnect. So let me go back, and then you'll enter your lessons here. And any videos that you find like on YouTube, Vimeo, or anything like that, you can put here that retains to that. It's just like taking everything that's all your reference materials and putting it all into one area so that you can always know where to find it.
So I see you've got a linked database of tasks, videos, and modules in there. So are they the three main databases you have in here?
In this one, yes. So let me go back. So y'all can see the overview. Let me go back to the course that the examples that I do have using Free Code Camp, because that's where I'm going to start on my learning to code. I'm going to start with them. And
I've come across them as well, so I may be joining you on that.
Yeah, it's free. So I like free programs as far as getting the basics and the understanding. Yeah.
Yep, I'm the same. If I don't have to spend money, I won't.
Okay. Let's see. Right now, y'all will get this also on the template. Let's see. And only the first two certification programs that they have are in here. All the others are just placeholders of what they do offer. And you can fill that in as you go when you pick up those lessons. Right now, like the subject is coding. I just put in the coding, but you can add more like math or English. And then it shows how many lessons. As you go filling this up, this will automatically update, to show you how many. And then it will click complete like this when you completed it all. So you can just get that visual to see how much more you have to go, to complete it.
So it says lessons. Is that each of those in the certification, or is that linked to another database?
This is linked to another base. Hang on a second. Let me pull that up here. I'll show you the back end, and it's not really all that complicated. Let's see here.
Yeah, because I see the properties, the hidden properties, which I want to see what's going on.
Okay, they're just linked to each other. So let me pull that up here. This is, there we go. That's it.
Right.
Linked to the lesson database, the module database, the task. The user stories is like project tasks that they had, how they worded it on their website for the lesson. So I just kept the same. Your inbox tags in videos. That's it. Let's see here. But here it is. This is where you can kind of see where it comes together. These are YouTube videos that I found on their YouTube channel that relates to the modules. And then I just set it up where it's just grouped together here so that I can see it. Instead of having to go and hunt it back down, I can just see it right there. And I'm sorry, guys, I don't speak very articulate or explain well.
We haven't had any questions, so everyone must be understanding exactly what you're saying. So
okay, cool. That'll work. Okay, so in the video, you can take notes. This is where by saving and web clipping the YouTube video, I have it set up a template as well. You click new video or the template to apply to the video, and you can type notes based on that video right here. And it's still in the same module over, in the same area so that you can find it. And then...
So you've kind of categorized the videos with the lessons inside the modules. Is that right?
Yes. Yes, perfect. And let's see. And then while you're taking notes, you can click add additional references that relate to the video or the notes or the video reference, of outside sources. You can add those here.
Nice.
And then you can add more tags as well. I don't think this video has any tags. Let's see here. It has one. I added some reference tags, but I never did get those complete all the way yet, because this is supposed to be, the main thing of this is to build up your notes while you're taking the course, so that you always have that permanent reference that you can refer to as you advance into the knowledge, that you always know exactly where to find that information and just build upon it without having to redo it all over again. Because some courses build up on the previous course with the same notes and same information. And let's see.
So I'm curious then, from a note-taking standpoint, I'm assuming you're going to have notes inside of each page. Will you link those notes together? Because obviously I know Notion's linking is either backlinking or relations. How are you going to?
It's through relations, and then at the end, if you need to write an essay, then you can do that that's what about Notion. You can just pop down here and just put it all together or something. Everybody takes notes differently, so I don't want to teach how to take notes. I just want to show you how you can just organize and compartmentalize, or I can't say the word.
Compartmentalize.
Yes, those notes. Let me go back here let's click on the module here. And
I know it's a really small thing, but the graphic design of those gallery views is really nice. It reminds me of Roxana's space as well. I was just like,
thank you.
You look at it and I'm like, it looks so good.
That's my own personal touch when because I like visual, to see the visual aspect of it. But when you're creating it, of course, I cannot sit here and create a thumbnail for each course that you'll, understand.
And using Notion to learn it, or is this a template to learn courses? Sorry for the language use. Okay. Do you understand it? Yep.
Okay. This is, let's see, do I understand correctly that you have a course and using Notion to learn it? No, this is to help me organize that course, my notes that I use to take that course. What I'll take is their outline of their course and put the outline here. And then I'll add my notes all the way down to the lesson. So like if the lesson is broken down, it goes from course, certificate, module, and then the lessons inside that module. So I set up the databases the same way. And then I'll sit here and then my notes will be taken into each separate area. So here's the notes, here's the link to the lesson, and then all my, how I can add my references, the tags that, like in this one is coding. So it'll have a lot of syntax languages. So I created individual tags for each syntax element, terms, or anything like that, vocabulary. Yes. So Notion is helping me study. Yes.
So I'm assuming you can apply any sort of course similar to John with his infinite amount of courses that he buys. He could put all of them into essentially this and take his notes whilst doing all those courses.
Exactly. Perfect. And let me go to the back end so you can just see how it all interrelates. Oh, thank you.
Yes, and I definitely think there is a place for that in the Notion space when it comes to personalized icons, GIFs, gallery cards, and the rest of it. Because it's one of those elements in Notion that, I mean, you have the websites, the Notion icons and the rest of it, but having personalized icons, I don't know whether that could be a consulting job of some sort somewhere, but everyone wants to have their own things, but don't necessarily have the skill, the time, to build it all, to do it all. So
I like doing graphic design, and it allows me to use my left and my right brain, my creative side and my analytical, logical side. It's just Notion it's the first app that allowed me to use both. You know, and
with as much customization as you want.
Exactly. I've never been able to find another app that allows me to do both sides. But this is the back end data. Danning it. Yep. That's it. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. See, 10 databases. Yep. And they're all connected.
I like it, and like I've said before, I think it was with Esme Stream. As I don't mind the amount of stuff; it's as long as they're being used, and all of those are being used in the space.
Yeah.
So
yes, and it's like I said, and some of them you'll only use once. Like the courses, is just to enter the program the program name, and then if the certificate name or subject, it could be as a subject as well. Then the modules. And then the lessons. And the reason why they had to be this, because the cascading of showing how many lessons you have left. So when you enter like 10 lessons, then it will show on the modules. And then it will cascade up to the front of the, let me get up here to the front, where it shows right here that how many you have left. And it's just so you can see a visual, okay, I'm only halfway through the course, or I haven't started that course, or I've got it completed, and then you can check it out and filter it out.
What do you mean by courses? Like a course would be Traversely Media, or it's HTML plus CSS crash course as an example. So what when you say course, what do you have in mind? Is that
course is just the name of the program, whoever names it, however you want to, define it. It can be like Free Code Camp. That's the program, or it can be Transverse Media. It can be Austin Bradley's course, or all the other Notion type courses, Jonathan's courses. You could put Jonathan's course in here and go through and go, okay, this is Jonathan's course. Here's his program, his modules, his lessons, and just if it's not already set up, or just throw it in here, dump it, things like any course, online uni courses. You could put your, course name, English 1301, and then the syllabus. You can go lecture notes, and then you can go through, here's the modules, and here are the lessons that relate to that. And then each one in the uni has references, to outside sources. You could throw that in the reference database. Your vocabulary, your terms, you'll throw into the tag database, and you'll link those throughout while you're taking notes. And at the end of the lesson, it's like putting the spider web together in one spot. You're just building that spider web over and over.
Yeah, and when looking at it from a note-taking standpoint, I guess you could, Para, I guess you could class a course as an area because it's an area of knowledge, depending on how big or small you want the area to be defined as. But it's kind of like this area on whatever the course is, coding, Notion, this person, whatever. So it could be classed as an area of knowledge that could be linked with something else. So I would imagine you can link courses together through the relation property.
Yes, that the tag database and the references are for that purpose. So let's say if you have a reference in this coding that can relate to a math subject that you might be doing, then you can link those together. That way you're not duplicating your work or you're duplicating your notes. It's like creating your own, I guess, your own wiki database in sense.
intranet, I think is the word.
Yeah, there you go. Your own internet of information, knowledge. So let's say you get through and you learn all that work for your, and you earn your degree when you got your job that relates to it. Well, you've got all your notes that you learned and all your references, all your cheat sheets, your stuff. You've already have it, and you don't have to. You can just search it. That's one thing about Notion. You can just search what you're looking for to help you with your job or your internships or anything like that. You just have a digital copy of it.
Yeah, I like it. So I'm going to play devil's advocate just for a bit of fun.
I knew it was coming. It's not perfect.
Nothing is perfect.
Yeah.
Nothing is perfect. So when it comes to the note-taking of videos, articles, blogs, clippings, the rest of it, would there be another place for that? Because obviously this seems very structured note-taking in a course. If there's a random blog article or podcast or video or whatever, does that go in here in this space just without a course tag?
That's the inbox right now. When you do a random and you don't know exactly where you want to put it yet, you can store it in the inbox until you can see where you want the relationship at. And you could also just put it as a reference. You can create a miscellaneous reference tag. So the tags and all that stuff is still customized. It's just the foundation. So however you think, you can still add your own select properties, your own reference tags, your own naming. It's just the foundation of it.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
Does that answer it? I mean, the only aspect that I can see is trying to pull all the notes from different locations into one. And that would
be my next.
And that would be just like, you can just create a separate, in the overall, you can just do that like right here in the main subject. You can just go below it and just, okay, I'm just going to pull in all these notes and just write my essay. The thing is just when you're writing an essay, you're going through and creating that outline and breaking it all down. And that's what this does. It just already has all those steps broken down.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Rajesh, also good to see. He says, I randomly got recommended, looked like something important. Not necessarily important, but useful, certainly. Organizing notes, definitely something. Knowledge management is one of those things that I think, because of the digital space, knowing what to do with all the, for lack of a better word, all the shit that you get given thrown at you. Like, how do you organize it all? And everyone's going to know their own system, and this is certainly a useful system. John, do you want to add something in? I realize you've been muted for a while. I'm guessing you realized it was you making the echo. I don't know, but you've been muted. It is you making the echo. Do you want to come and join us on stream, or are you just going to sit there pretty faced?
Well, I have been on stream because I've been bringing up the comments and listening intently, but yeah, I really like it. I really like it. It's a nice, simple system. It gets you started. It gets you going. It's usable. It's very easy to start adding more and more things to bog you down, and then it becomes a really overly complex system.
Exactly.
I really love it. It's just so it's beautifully simple, and that is not in a way that is deemed, unkind to you. I think it's wonderful.
I wanted to keep it
having
simple.
More simple system is beautiful.
Yeah, I wanted to take that blank.
Yeah,
I wanted to take that blank page syndrome thing away. I wanted to go here. All you have to do is just break it down to the base level as you can, and then just build up from that. The foundation of it. That's all I wanted to create. It's just the foundation where you can just build it.
I love that. I absolutely love that, because it just gives people the chance to just dip their toes into Notion,
right,
and explore what it can do for them. It gives them the power of Notion without having to fully do it themselves and staring at that obviously blank, horrible page that no one wants to stare at. I think it's fantastic. And the fact that you can build on it. I enjoy the fact that it's not got everything you need, but it's got not got everything you could have.
I was going to say, yeah.
But it's got enough that you can really keep building on it and growing it in your unique and individual way. I'd love to know, how do you incorporate this into your system?
Considering I just created this.
So let me rephrase that. Where does the influence come from on your side? Like, what drove you to build this? What does your Notion system look like? I'd love.
Oh no! You ain't seeing my messy Notion system yet.
Messy Notion systems are beautiful.
It's literally what everyone Notion system is. I don't know why people are so scared to like share their Notion system, unless there's obviously personal data. If it's just messy and it's not the personal data thing, then it's just. Same with Marie yesterday. I was like, Marie, just share your page. Now it looks messy. So. But yeah,
and I think it's really important that's shared more, because even those of us who do this for a living, who are always in Notion, our systems are messy.
It is messy.
That is a thing that happens. I know Danny's is a mess right now because you're dealing with so many things, aren't you? So yours is like bombs hit it.
I'm bringing it up.
yeah, like absolute bomb hit it. Like, but it's really important.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah. There we go. Well, Homesick Mac.
Well, this, of course, the Nerdy Notioneer. This is the Nerdy Notioneer workspace. You know, this is what I use for the homepage that y'all all seen. Or at least I hope y'all have all seen. Let me see. Click on.
Would you like me to take it off screen for a second?
Oh no, I have nothing personal on Notion at the moment, except yeah. And the ones that I do, I have actually have a separate page that is marked private, so that it's okay. And okay, this one, of course, I'm hoping everybody not messy working probably perfect. Yes, there we go. Let's see. This is, of course, my Notion website at the moment. And let's see. And, of course, it's taking a moment to load. There we go. This is me, because this is a Nerdy Notioneer website. It's not my personal website page. That I'll show in just a second real quick. Because it ain't nothing at the moment. Because I mainly experiment in Notion. I use it just to experiment and play with at the moment.
Oh, I got questions on that later. Just to find out from people in the chat, are we still getting
an echo?
Echoes?
I don't know.
I've turned right down, so I don't think. I think we're okay now. Just so I know. Okay. Hey, as you were, carry on.
Okay. This I set up because I was trying something cool with Microsoft. Before Notion, I am a Microsoft user. I'm even certified in PowerPoint and Word. That's the reason why I'm really good at my graphics too. And this is Microsoft Swag. It's just a little cool because I wanted slideshows. I wanted slideshows in my Notion, so Swag allows me to do that. So these are just my video links to my most popular videos. And let's see here, and that's it. That's all Swag does. That's cool. And of course, you can do other things with Swag, but I just have it set up for that. And then
I was expecting a messy Notion.
Okay, fine.
This looks gorgeous. I'm just like, where's the mess? Come on, give us the dirty stuff.
Fine. Okay. Let's see here.
If it makes you feel better, we can put Danny under the he's ready to show.
Okay, this is that's my daughter's, but there's nothing in my daughter's page yet. I've been trying to convert her. She's not converted yet. This is all my workspaces. This was me trying to get everything organized. But the messiest one might be the workshop. Monica. Okay, there it is. Oh, hang on, it didn't switch. I always have this problem switching workspaces. It never wants to switch right away. Let me get back here. And let me do it again. There we go.
So are you using Notion to organize yourself, or
I'm working on it.
What are you using?
I originally started, I'm a genealogist as well. I'm a jack of all trades, if nobody understands. I am a true nerd. Okay. Anything with information and knowledge, I love. I started with this trying to see what I could get away with organizing my family history, and that kind of got put on the wayside when I started organizing other information. So I need to go back to do that. That's going to be a template in the future. But this is my messy.
You heard it here first. Pre-order.
Yes. This is my playground. Y'all can all see everything that I'm, working on. Let's see here. This one, the one I got marked private, that's of course going to be personal information. And sometimes I will, in the whole please, those are the ones that templates that I find online or other personal information folders, storage files. I throw in here to organize elsewhere. Cool. I get cool. Yes, I'm hoping it'll be up soon, but it's for advanced users. It will be an advanced user. You have to know how to relate databases. You'll have to relate properties, because genealogy, that's all that is. It's relations.
Do you have yours?
It's not done yet, John.
I will show you. Let me see. Let me pull it up here. Let me see if I can pull it up. It was when
personal information, we can remove it while you check. That's not a problem.
No, I think I've got the personal information because I got the template here. Let me see if I can get the template. It is when I was first learning Notion. It is before I learned the power of relations and databases. Let me see.
As soon as that light bulb clicks with people, when they suddenly go, oh, that's how relations work. That's how roll-ups work.
So
the world suddenly opens up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me see here. Now, as you can see, because this is when I learned Danny's little emoji links. I've kind of moved away from that now. I don't use that method anymore. I use the gallery view now. Yeah, yeah. The gallery view is what I use. So this is going to probably get revamped when I discovered I loved it, but this is what it was pre, and it has a lot. This is the back end, but as you can see, it is a work in progress. This is when it was just when I was learning. So this is, it'll get revamped. That's my new word, revamped. Let me see here. Let me click on the directory. Here we go. Let me click on that one. Yeah, see, that's just a database. It's just, let me see, as you can see, it's just, when you're taking genealogy, it's using a lot of details. It's, so like I said, it will not be for a beginner. Can you see? Yes, Gail, I can take your money now.
So that template will be launched next week.
My goodness.
Give me a couple of hours.
Okay. Yes, it will be.
Go on, say it. You want to.
Considering that I am no longer have a full-time job, yes, I will work 24/7 and try to get this up next week.
There we go. You heard it here first.
John, we've got
I
our
will
Make
try.
sure to follow her. Make sure to follow her on.
Okay, let me rephrase it. I will launch it next week. It may not be perfect. I'm going to go the Jonathan method here and have at least a basic template up. And I hope that is one thing I would like. Does the updates, when I create updates to a template, the only thing I'm not liking is that the person that had already previously bought it, how do I set it up where they can get the update to that version or version updates? That would be an interesting.
So what I do is I give them the new version of the template. It depends on whether it's just a subtle change, just adding a few extra properties. Most people can figure out how to do that.
Okay.
However, if it's like a structural, like adding a massive database, adding like more relational properties, depending on your audience, once again,
Yeah.
like from my perspective, my audience is kind of intermediate beginners, like beginner to intermediate. So often I just go, look, you can re-download it. I've updated the template. What I've actually started doing is creating the template in a bit meta here, in a template button. And then I edit the template inside the template button. I probably should share to actually explain that in a way that makes sense. And I'll just go find it in a second. But like in a template button, I click on the cog to open it up, and then I can make any edits that I want to inside of there. And then each time I launch, I hit that button to create that page again.
Okay, then question, how do they incorporate their information they have already entered in the previous template? Does the new...
Quite literally, highlight and command shift P.
So they would have to drag all their information to the new template.
Either drag it to the new template or just use the move command.
Okay.
And for my audience who are not Notion users, they've been all right with that. If you record a really simple video, hey guys, this is how you transfer the video over, like this is how you transfer your reports. This is how you transfer over your courses. This is how you transfer it. Because I'm actually in the process of relaunching my Course Junkies to incorporate memberships. And so it's going to be really simple for them because it's just going to be highlight the courses, drag and drop it into the new course template, and off you go. You're fine.
Well, because I was also thinking about, with the online course, if somebody gave me a link or an outline to a course, I could create and sell those templates that they could just drag and drop into the foundation that I already created here. So if somebody did not want to go through and create all the program name, the modules, the lessons, and enter all the basic, that template I could
The only
sell.
thing there is you'll have to make sure that the course creator would be happy with that.
That's true too.
That's the only thing you'd have to watch out for. I have done something similar. I have created I've actually created templates for a course I'm a part of. And everyone loves it. Absolutely loves the template.
It's just the syllabus, not the actual lessons, is what I'm trying to say. It would be like the lesson name. Well, free Code Camp, they're open source,
Yeah.
and that is the only reason why I used them, and only the first two. The rest, I wanted to use that as an example so that so that you could get the basic understanding, so that the other certificates, when you do go to that course, you'll already know how to implement that. Yeah.
If you have really clear instructions in your course, people will be able to figure it out. Like once you hit that point of, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Which
your job isn't necessarily to build a perfect template.
Yeah.
It's to show them the direction.
Which this is not perfect because I did not get all the instructions written down before Jonathan got me on here.
But it's up,
yes,
and it's ready. And also, the vast majority of people in this audience are intermediate to advanced users who has consumed all of Danny and I's content and knows a lot about Notion. Well, the vast majority of the content that is produced on Notion.
Yeah, I don't think we have a beginner user base or listener base. Is that what we're going to say? Yeah, listener base. We'll go with that. I mean, a lot.
Person base.
Yeah, exactly. I was reading through. Don't pressure her. I don't want her to have a heart attack. John,
no, I'm not going to have a heart attack.
John is great at pushing people to do things, but yeah, it's literally their choice. I mean, I know when it comes to people coming on live streams, there is a certain nerve that everyone has. I mean, I had the same when I started live streaming, but it's moving forwards, getting the challenge over and done with. Like the challenge of coming on, and it's the same with like publishing any new template. Like publishing is just a.
Yeah, I'm not a fly by the seat of her pants. I'm a planner, and I'm usually a script girl. So this, not having a script, that's the nervous part. That's the only part that's just me trying to articulate what I need to say and how to say it. Because
one thing to do is just trust that you will. Like everyone here is loving what you're saying. You have nothing to worry about.
I'm making sure not to see the chat.
Yeah, you are. And I'm going to bring up every single one. Like we often, especially if you're a planner, which most people are planners.
You're going to say over planning.
If you're a planner, you just end up over planning your launch. And as I was watching you in the Discord, going, what logo should I use? Which logo do you like? What should be the name of my thing? I was just like, get the thing launched up on Gumroad. You have 45 minutes and then you're coming on stream to talk about it. Because people love you.
Cool.
Like they like you for you, and so they love listening to you. And that's the thing.
Cool.
And as you get more confident in your own voice, your business will grow like that. Because as you remember that people are coming to you, like anyone here could make the same template as you, but people want your template because it's yours. People love your voice and hearing about your experience and hearing about what you're doing. Like you're the magic sauce in this, not Notion.
Oh Lord, the pressure.
And no, it's not pressure because you don't have to do anything. You're just being you. You are already you. Yeah. Here's me going out on a limb. The reason why you follow me and Danny is because we're not like everybody else.
True.
Right?
Yes. Y'all are just down to earth. That's what I like about it, is y'all are just down to earth.
Well, we are exactly who we say we are on the tin. Yeah. Like we don't show anything else. And that's why you like watching us.
Yes. That's very true.
That's why. And so lean into you because you're awesome as it is. A nerdy Notioneer has everything that people need. And just release your stuff. Yeah. You can always edit it. You can always go back in and add more things and update your instructions. I am updating my instructions every single time I look at the darn template. I literally, over the weekend, as I was moving stuff over, moving my own templates over.
I could add this, or I could take this out.
I was like, oh, I've got an idea that I can just implement because I prefer this now. It was actually removing Danny's like icon thing and putting in the dashboard database because I find that's better. And that was me doing that and then immediately recording a video and then adding it on.
Now, do you do it to the
reason I could
do you do it to the original template or do you just add different versions?
So I do it to the original template because often it doesn't confuse. It's less confusing. People can duplicate the original page, which has the original template. So I have it so that it is a. Hang on. You can have it as a page where people can duplicate the page. Once they've duplicated the page, they can then jump in and like. It's a very easy system to use. That when people just want to duplicate the page, they can. And then they duplicate the entire template, and so then they can tweak it and change it and do different things to it, and it's fine. I'm hanging on. What is he doing?
I don't know if he's moving my hand because I've always put my hands up here.
I'm hanging on. Can I let go yet?
He's trying to be funny, but failing miserably.
Yet you're laughing.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't stop hanging on. Just stay there, like the entire time. And so, if I show you, because I can.
If I show you because I can, because I know what I'm doing, because I'm in charge of the podcast. Me.
So, as you can see, it's a really simple page. So you can see the, like, here is the master template. Like, that is my master template, master version of the template, where I can see exactly what I want it to be. And I have all the information inside of there. Then when I want to create an edit, I can just hit this. And this is invisible to anyone who is, like, here. They can't see this page because it's on a separate section. It's a global block. And so you can open that and it creates a new version of the template. Then it appears for everybody else. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time because it's a massive template.
And it's Notion.
Yeah.
And yes, of course, it is Notion.
Yeah.
Actually,
and Notion is not one
while we're waiting for
you
that,
learn how to be patient.
I was going to say, John, did you see the ample note speed of the images? Did you see that? I'm not sure whether you were on the stream at the time, but ample note, when I made I did a print screen, I put it in, it was literally like instantaneous. It was there. There was no like load time or anything. And I was like, sorry. And I did it like 4 or 5 times on stream. I was like, this is so quick. It's like, Notion, please.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so quick.
That is kind of nice. I wish it would do that.
Yeah, Notion. Sometimes I'm like, Notion, please, just like take this from this app. Just please. I know they're working on speed at the moment. I think also has to be said that you are definitely in your tribe here in the Notion community, as many of us have perfectionist expectations of ourselves, but appreciate others' efforts so much. Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed. I think,
and we joke about me pushing people, but it's actually the best thing is to have someone just go,
a little bit of
hey,
a nudge.
You're ready
A little bit
now.
nudge.
I wouldn't push someone and I wouldn't force someone to come on here. If you, like I said to you, if you're not ready to launch, don't go. That's cool.
If I didn't have it set up as far as I did, I wouldn't have done it. But as like Jonathan said, I was already planning the logo and the name of it is like, okay, I've got the majority of it done. I was just like, I wanted it as much detailed as possible as that perfectionist. And then there's also getting over that imposter syndrome as well. And that's what I face a lot. Am I good enough to do it? You know?
Yes.
The answer is every single time, yes.
You know?
Because people will get your template. And also, another thing to say about like making sure it's perfect, you cannot make something perfect if you don't have people buying
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Like it's like, sure, okay, then you can just keep messing around and playing away with your template until it's perfect for you. Then you launch it, someone buys it and goes, I don't like this, and instantly your whole entire world crashes down because you've invested all of this time, all of this energy into what you deem as perfect, and then someone buys it and hates it. It is, I know, I've been there, soul destroying. And so if you get it up in a state where it is more than functional, and yours is more than functional, it is perfect. It is great. It is a place for people to start and enjoy the template and use the template and get familiar with Notion and get familiar with how to, store their course module lessons and start actually finishing it. Once you have got to that stage, then start tweaking, then start adding more detailed instructions. If someone says, I don't understand what you're doing, then you can record a video. If someone asks, oh, could you just add this? You can then add that.
That's true. I like that. The feedback, then the build as the feedback going through. I have a few more other templates I could probably launch.
I think everyone has loads of ideas and loads of things to contribute to the conversation. Everyone compares. We all compare ourselves to someone that's better than us. It's the way human mind thinks. We always compare up rather than down. We go, they're bigger, they're better, they're this, they're that. We never look the other way. If you look the other way, go, actually, I can do all of this, and none of these people have done any of this or understand any of that. And that's something I think human nature, just in general, when we're comparing ourselves, we go that way rather than looking the other way.
I have to agree on that.
So I mean, that's what I did with YouTube. When I started YouTube, everyone was above me. We all start at zero. Everyone starts 0 views, 0 subs, 0 everything. But there are some people that don't have a channel. I didn't think about the people that didn't have the channel. I thought about the people that already have like 10 million subs. It's not helpful for me. Now I'm moving up, and I'm still looking backwards. I'm going, oh, okay, I have more subs than these people, even though I'm far away from loads of channels. I'm still better than a lot of people. Which
I look at it that I'm like on my sub channel. I was like, I'm not that far behind Jonathan and Danny. I can do that. I can do it. I just didn't over my fear of being on the camera. I could get on camera when I'm doing a school presentation or a PowerPoint, but it's like it's a different ball game when you're thinking live or doing live stream. You know, it's just like
it's a conversation. That's all it is. I mean, that's why live, like I've said on the streams during the week, live conversation, you actually get what the person wants. It's not this polished thing. This is my video of 10 minutes, me not mucking up. In real life, when we're recording videos, there's ums and ahs and dogs barking in the background and us making mistakes and forgetting things. Live stream is just who you are. And it's just a conversation.
Yeah. I am hoping my plan was that, like I was telling Jonathan before we started, that I'm hoping to go where I can go more live on Twitch to show while I'm building a template, and then on YouTube show it off, you know, the final version of it. So that's my goal
and there is,
for this year.
And there is no right or wrong way of doing it.
Yeah. Y'all make sure to follow me on Twitch and YouTube to get those self promo here.
There you go.
Thanks, Kim.
Also, we're going to hide Danny now.
I saw that message coming as well.
Let's see. Beyond product, you're offering a kind of companion in the process of figuring out. I'm more excited with that. And oh, thank you, Gail.
Yeah. That is the point of launching early and being willing to coming on here and go, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you realize how much you do know.
True.
And you get and that was something that I know that Esme experienced after coming on live. It was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's that confidence that actually you've got a lot to share. I suppose we'll bring him back now.
If you have to.
There's a lot for you that you can share and a lot that you can provide. We were having an interesting discussion about learning before that people are interested in. People who come here are not waiting for just one thing to be said. They're waiting for whole scrolled conversations about what we care about, what we're passionate about, what we enjoy. That's. Don't come on a live stream thinking you're going to get polish, or that thinking you have to be polished or explain everything perfectly.
Literally,
you have done a fantastic
1 hour. I'm in the bathroom brushing my hair, brushing my teeth, going, "Oh my God, Jonathan says I got to go live." and
here you are.
Yes.
And people are waiting, and people are waiting for your second template already.
Cool. You should see the third one.
Who wants to see the third template? Who wants to see it?
As y'all
I don't care.
I'm
in charge. We're about to see it.
I've been designing stuff for a while now.
John, the Notion Drop is here.
Hey, Don, as me. There we go. I almost screwed that up too. This is my other half of the brain working here. Is my design studio. Let me close this. And let me see. This one is my color day. This is my color palette. This is my day. Don't tease. I'm hoping to have, I will do this one next week and the family genealogy one the week after, perhaps. Because most of these are already set up. I was just going through the process.
Cool. Sweet.
Going through and entering.
Everybody follow her on Twitter.
So this one, let me go the color palette. Let me click that because this is going to be where everything relates to. Let me see here. Let me pull it up here. This is where, like, I would find color palettes online that I would constantly use over and over, and I wanted a way to organize it. That is just as simple as that. So this is just just organizing my hex codes. I would find this and then create. I would take this and put it over here.
Question?
Yes.
Why is this not launched yet?
Because it wasn't perfect. I know the look. I was trying, honestly, I'm trying to finish this one database here real quick. Let me see here. Let me pull it up here. I also cross stitch on occasion. And let's see, and I was matching, and I use my cross stitch to do pixel art as well. Yes, that's for Daddy there. And I was going through and linking my cross stitch color threads to my hex codes. So that's what this database is here, because I was going to sell as a palette word.
Dale, you know me so well.
Yes. So I was trying to finish this template, this palette to go into the base template. Oh, thank you. Let me see if I can find.
So that'll be released before the middle of this week. Coming, yeah. Oh, come on, it's done.
It's pretty much done. Okay, this is okay. Online, they have this monthly colors of the month, and I was like, this would be cool to enter. So it has like 4 hex colors, and apparently my filter did not. Oh, here it is, the color palette. There we go. And let's see. See, it's not perfect, not yet. Because I put this to the wayside to do the online course, but it's mostly done. Let's see here. The hex code's not coming up. Why aren't the hex codes? Okay, let's see. Oh, Oh, because I'm in the wrong one? There we go. Let me click that one. No, it's in the right one. Okay, as you can see, I still got some tweaks. But hopefully I'll have...
But that's cool.
Yeah. But hopefully I can get it up before then.
I genuinely have a service about this. Like, this is part of what I do.
Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, it's just like, let me go. Where is the back end? That's what I need. I need to go to the back end of it where the main hex colors are so you can see that. The color database. Here we go. And yeah, it's a project. You can also organize by project and task as well and link all your hex colors.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, see, it's like...
This is going to be launched this week.
Okay, yeah, here, let me open this one. Let me see this one. This was the cross-stitch pattern that I found that I wanted to turn into a pixel art. And let's see here. And you can see it as an example. So here is the task database. Here's the PDF file of, the instructions and stuff like that of the matching. And so I was going through and taking the floss thread and matching it to hex colors. That way I can have it all right here, so I can do some pixel arts with it.
Yes.
So let me go to the color database so you can get. Where's the gallery? Because it's really cool in gallery view. Here we go. Swatch color. I have it. There it is. I just didn't have it filtered right. And come on, load it up. Oh, maybe I don't have. Oh, I don't have all the images. And let me see here.
That's going to look so good when they're all there, though.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Let's see. I will probably not include all the images. Those, the individual user can build. It's going to be, there's no way I can include every hex code there is. So it will have to be, most of all these blank ones are because they're already linked to the DMC floss color threads. I just have not uploaded the image of. Oh, let's see. Thank you, Gail. I'm going to turn beet red if I have not already. And let's see. Here we go. Let me see. I've got this filtered. And see, because it's one website also has the Pantone, I had not explored that, but I included that as a filter because the website I was using had that detailed on it.
So this will be launching. What's your launch date? I mean, you could get the Gumroad thing up now and pre-launch it.
I will probably let's see. The Gumroad for the online course is already up. I will give that.
I know it's in the description, everybody.
Yes.
So everyone on YouTube, it's actually in the description. I added it.
There is a discount code, everybody. If I have my little mascot, George, if you type in George, you'll get a $5 discount. I hope it works because I've never did discounts before. Let's see. On cross stitch, there's also, you can create a chart symbol right here so that you can pre-plan if you create your own charts, or if you want digital, you just use Unicode. That's all that, chart symbols are. It's Unicode. You can insert that. And let's see here. Oh, I thought there was something, but this is what the heck the color swatch is. I just use it as a cover and an icon from the website iColor Palette. That's the one I use, is iColor Palette. I just go there and I pull in all this information from their website. I clip this right here so that I can see what the font looks like with that background hex color. I just screen clip it and then just upload the image address there. And that gives me light and dark, with the font color is that hex color and then the background color. It's just, I like having it together. So if I can plan color palettes and stuff, I can just narrow it down to those and just mix and match.
The time saved on this.
Yeah, it's right there. And if you have a color palette that you use over and over and over, or you go, wait a minute, I used that color palette for that project. What were those hex codes, or what was those, you can go immediately and filter for it. And you don't have to go on a hunt.
Beautiful.
And
I love it.
That's because I use color hex codes all the time. I've got my favorite blue color. I've got my favorite pink color, And then if you want to share your color palettes to other people, all you have to do is just give them the basic template and your color palette and just build it up. Your own projects and your own color, your favorite stuff. I can't find a word for it. But it looks like right here, my future ideas like Copic markers, pencil colors, Crayolas. I think Sarah has some hex colors that she did for Crayolas. You could put those in here. Windsor paints, and then just color palettes you find online. You can just drop them in here and create a database just using the swatch colors and hex colors.
I love it.
Yeah.
Fix that one tiny bug and then launch it this week.
Yep. Let's see. I'll try to give the other first launch at least 48 hours, and then Wednesday, probably do this one.
You heard it here first.
Now you'll watch me spend the next 48 hours making sure all the bugs are out on this one. But this one is just simple. It's just storing data, color palettes and hex codes.
Lizzie did ask in chat. I'm not sure whether John saw it and put it up when I wasn't looking, but she asked where she can find you on Twitch.
Twitch is A Nerdy Notioneer. I think I have it under A Nerdy Notioneer on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to keep the same name throughout all the social media, including on Discord. You will see me on Notion Discord all the time, on both Notion Nerds and the Notion Discord. Let's see.
There
And
we
YouTube,
are.
I do have a YouTube channel. I do have a few videos up. You won't. It's just some speed builds and a couple of short clips, tips.
Danny will add the links. Just let us have them before, and Danny will add them into the to the live on YouTube for you.
Oh, will I now, John?
Yeah.
I take it, John, you can't do it. You're too busy.
Well, you manage the YouTube, so
Yeah, the podcast stuff, because you do the podcast side of it. So I did the YouTube side of the podcast. But yes, John, I will do it because you're lazy.
no, I just have a family and other things to do. Whereas
I have
you
a
just
family
spend.
as well. Mum, dad, and sister. You see?
Yeah.
You're so boring. Let me go find you on Twitch. There we go.
I've looked for your Twitch with the nerdy Notioneer with separate words and one word, but can't find you. I will look out for the link.
Yeah, I don't think I don't want to pull up another website because it might slow my laptop down. I don't want to open another window yet.
I just included it in the chat.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Nice. John, you put it as both, so it's come up with like Jon Stewart and the Notion Nerds podcast.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think what else there is. I'm just y'all wanted to see the messiness, so that's what I'm going through. My thing is I always have a lot of ideas. Let's see. This one was from the video. One of the videos I did was creating the personal hub. Let's see. This is where I usually organize it. Everybody does the planner. They do bullet journals and stuff like that. I just organized it into 4 categories.
So
Nice.
is Notion Workspace just a load of templates?
Pretty much at this moment. But the personal hub, I use, I don't use, it just will be like my binder. It's like a personal binder, a household management binder. That's what I do with my personal, the personal hub.
So do you use Notion to organize yourself, or if you don't, like, as in for general organization, getting things done, etc., or if not, what do you use? I
originally started using it to organize my own. When I was finishing up school, I was using it to organize my assignments and my lecture notes and videos and stuff like that. We used a system it used to be Blackboard, but it's called Brightspace now. Most of those were on there. We used that. But because my focus was health information, we have a lot of reference materials that we have to use. So I was using this to help try to organize that. That was before I realized the power of Notion. It was just, I was using it like I would Word.
Yeah.
That's what I was originally using it for, just creating a basic table and just doing it that way. It wasn't until after I already finished school that I realized, watching a few of Danny's videos, what I could do with it. And I just took off from there. And so I haven't been able to organize. Yep. It's so cool that way. I mean, if y'all seen some of my free templates, winter, preparing yourself for winter, home, cars, stuff like that. And just, let's see, what have I got in here? And that's my favorite, slow and steady. It's not a race. I called it the pH, the balance. pH means balance.
I like that. That.
And, here it is. This was what I was brainstorming. This was a brainstorming moment. Let me get it pulled up here.
I remember seeing this on Twitter. This
Yeah.
was posted on Twitter, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was just me showing how I was just brainstorming each category and what would go into each one, and how to break it down. Because I don't see anybody showing their thought process, just working.
Do you know
it out.
why? Do you know why they don't want to show their thought processes?
Shyness. I'm the same way.
Well, yeah, and also they want to make it perfect before they show the processes.
Yeah.
They want
Right
it to
here.
be packaged. I think that's something when it comes to the output of creators. When you look at all the videos, the podcasts, the streams, the courses, the rest of it, they've mapped it to like the 3 something or the 5 this or the whatever system's got a name, and there's like a package, a bow and tie on it, and you're thinking, nah. When you actually look at the frameworks of a lot of what, like Para, GTD, all of those things, they are literally the same thing when you look at them. I think Nick Milo, he's done his map of content linking his thinking or whatever it is. And you're like, it's exactly the same as Para, the same as GTD, the same as PPV. Like, they're all the same thing. It's just a different label on something. So people don't want to share their thinking or share their thoughts because there's no package around it. But it's all the same stuff. It's just packaged slightly differently, which is something like interesting for me when it comes to the whole knowledge management space. Is I think people are overcomplicating it by putting names, labels, packages on it. It has to be related to this book or this thing, like whatever it happens to be, loads of references. No, it's messy. Our brains are messy. Share the messiness. I think that's why everyone wants space. But thinking is messy.
Yeah, that's what this is. It's just messy right now. And this is what I pull from, ideas for templates and stuff. I'll throw it in here. Oh, I could throwing it out, and then you could pull from that for, how to create things, I guess. There's a Bible reading program that I was kind of interested in. Growing up, it was just part of the thing. You read the Bible. I never got to the New Testament. It was always the stories were in the Old Testament. That's as far as I got, and never got to the New Testament. I was like, I would be interested this time. If I ever did read it, I will start with the New Testament. And I was just going through, and I said, okay, maybe I can create a template from that as well. So it was like, I found this one program online. This ain't nothing. It's just the basic of a table. That's all it is. And setting the date, when to read it. And I hadn't started yet. That was just a goal that I hadn't started yet. And let's see. Then I wanted to create, I'm a gamer as well. I was thinking about creating me a Stardew Valley checklist, If anybody plays Stardew Valley, they know.
If my wife is watching right now.
Everybody knows the community center and all the tasks and 100% check. You got to be a 100% completer and Stardew eventually. I'm trying to build this up for myself here. Then of course my playground for pixels. I was working on creating some pixel arts. Of course, that is just playing around with inline math,
I love it. Yeah. I love it.
But but I got to thinking, because inline math, you can't adjust. It doesn't, shrink when the screen shrink and stuff. I was like, maybe I can just make a small image, sidebar or something, like a bookmark on the side, or something like that. And then I found this one, and this is all this is on this page. It was just so cute. I just made a page just for that robot. That's it.
I love it.
Yeah, it was just so cute. I just left it there. I said, eventually I will find a use for that, but I'm saving it there. And I named it, BB-8 from Star Wars. I called it Busy B8. Let's see here. What was this one? I think this educational. I think this was the online the original. No, This is the one everybody's bugging me on Facebook to finish, and I haven't finished yet. Oh no, let me go back. Let me go back. Not that one. This one, the appendix. This is the one that everybody's asking me to finish. I haven't finished yet. And it's on the goal to finish at least by the end of the month or March. Is the periodic table.
I remember seeing this as well. And I was like, that's so cool.
Let's see here. I didn't realize I had ADHD. I always thought of myself as the extreme opposite of ADHD. But then all my kids have it. And then I realized I never have these projects finished. I must have it. I keep going from here to jumping around from each one to each one. Let me see if I can shrink this. Let me see if I can make it smaller so y'all can see the overview of it. You know. Whoops. I
love it.
Yeah. And it's for the science nerd. I like STEM information as well. Science, technology, math. It's me, you know. And then I like the language arts as well. I'm just, like I said, I am a total nerd. I love all kinds of information. Control 0, go back to normal. There we go. And let's see. Then it's broken down by... Yeah, I know. It had to be colorful. I had to make it colorful for visual. This is the part that's the reason it's not finished yet. This is showing the elements, the electrons and protons and neutrons. This is to help study when you have to memorize, you know, for flashcards. You could use these images to make flashcards, you know, or to show in, you know, let's see, all the properties. Let me show you all the nitty gritty. Danny likes the nitty gritty. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is the wikis I pulled from Wikipedia. Just information from Wikipedia, just throwing in here, just the basic stuff you learn in chemistry class. You know, that you can use this, you know, to create your formulas and create inline math and using... No, I wasn't lying. He said, I promise I wasn't lying. This is what a nerd does. Y'all are actually seeing the nitty-gritty of it.
And this is what I think we need more of just in the public. Lizzie said a while ago, yes, it's got to be perfect for the public. I think the perfect public view, I think people are seeing through it. Well, I don't know about you, but when I'm watching videos and I see it's really polished and this, that, and the other, I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, fine, whatever. Just give me what's actually happening. Give me real. Give me real. And that's what I think there needs to be more of.
Yeah, there's another one off the wall, essential oils catalog. If you collect essential oils, you know, you can organize where you buy your essential oils from, you know, what you have in stock, what you don't have in stock, what you want, what the price is, because those are not cheap. You know, You can create your own little icons. That's my goal on this one. I want to create some icons, herb icons. If you create your own essential oil, you have a specific diffuser, a specific recipe that you file, you can include those here. You know, I don't know if I have the database for that. Let me click on that yet. I was going to include a recipe database, but I don't know if I have it. Let me pull it up here. As I said, I am all over the place. You know, let's see. Ingredients. Yes, I have ingredient database. I think most of this will link to each other. Yeah.
We are all over the place. That's why we're here.
Yeah. And then if it has instructions, you have to dilute it, how to diffuse it. If you have any allergies or anybody in the family has allergies to basil or basil, I think the UK said basil. I think is it Gordon Ramsay? It says basil or basil. I can't. I
mean, Basil reminds me of the mouse detective, the great mouse detective. But hey, have you seen that, either of you? Basil, the great mouse detective? You have? Okay, good. I'm not just...
I have kids, but it's been probably 20 years since I watched it.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched it, but it's still there. Yeah, I'm still remembering it.
I'm trying.
Basil.
Yeah. This one was when I was design. I think I throw in my designs. I think I try to put them in here. My thumbnails, that I create. Oh, except for this one. This is my Gumroad. Okay, hang on a second. That was for the holidays. That was past. I think it's still up though. This one I think I took down because it just was not. It was my first one, and then nobody downloaded, even for free. And after about 6 months, I just went ahead and took it down. I've got essential old genealogical learning.
I think when it comes to all the templates, it's a case of putting it in front of people as well, because there's so many templates in Notion, and it's hard to work out which ones are good and which ones aren't. Yours are useful, like there's a point to them. It's not just another dashboard of some sort. There's a point to them. It's just trying to sift through all of the dirt of everyone else's templates. Not saying that everyone else's templates are useless, but there are a lot of templates out there that are.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go through here. I think what else do I have? Oops, hang on, turn that off. I forgot to turn my phone off. There we go. Let's see. I think I was in the process of the original template. That's what I want to go back to. That I need to redo it. Not this one. I think Danny saw parts of it where I had the puppy black and the puppy dog one or something. The Ultimate Media Library is the one I think I originally started with before. Oops, that one has nothing in it apparently. Say messiness. It's just sometimes they're just started and they're not completed yet. Let's see. Nerdy Central. I created this to help with my workflow. Then I got most of the time I know my workflow, so I haven't been going in here very often. But it's mainly I'll throw in my laptop lags here.
Lizzie just said you're an advertisement on what you can do with Notion.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. This is the Nerdy Central dashboard. Mainly I use this for my quick notes. I throw in junk drawers. I got a possible affiliate sources because I had this idea with this. Y'all saw the slideshow on the homepage. I could create affiliate links, like you see sometimes advertisements scroll through like banners. I was like, that might work for other Notion affiliates, throw it on there. Just ideas. Let's see. Let me go back to, I don't know where it's at. Let me see if I can find where I put it because I have so many workspaces and I'm in the process of trying to condense it down. I missed it completely. Here we go. Now my computer's wanting to slow up. It's on no.
So it's saying anytime you want to make us your market research by coming back on the podcast, people are there.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
People want you on the podcast.
Cool. I'm really shy, so it took me a while to do this. Of course, the You Are Here banner. Some of these are just...
I like that.
Yeah, the advanced space, we're up, where we're located and all this, some of these are just like everything, you're getting to see them, what it's like. Let's see. My experimental laboratory. This is where if somebody's asking a question, on social media, I have a test page that I will go through and throw a table together to help them solve a problem or something, or if I just need to experiment with something, that's all this is. And apparently it doesn't want to load. Yeah. Yeah, it's me. Sorry, it's me. And let's see here. And that's it. That's just a lab. It gets cleared out because it's just.
I have one of those as well. It's the amount of times I go on my home, like my Notion dashboard, I'm like, play, Control-Shift-9, go in, and then build whatever it happens to be.
Yeah. By having an empty workspace like this, it loads faster. And it's not trying to load all the other data. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what I did with I bet it's in the workshop somewhere because I've been putting everything in my workshop. And let's see here. Oh, here's the one, the media resource library. This is what it's a free template when you fill out the feedback form on my homepage. And all it is organizing your YouTube or free content music that you find or that you use. And you can't remember what music, because I use music for my speed builds. And this is just all it does is just list the music that I use and where to find it. And
beautiful.
This you'll get free when you fill out the and this one was for fun. I threw up for $1 on Gumroad. It's just, if you ever played board games, and Clue was one of our most popular ones that we played. And all this is just a score sheet. I plan on doing a Yahtzee one, because I like playing. It. Yeah. And it's just, you just move. If Colonel Mustard, you just move over if whether he did it or didn't do it, and, and that's it. There's the suspect, the rooms. And that's as simple as it is. And the icons, of course, I created, to go with each one.
You should do an icon library.
I thought about doing this. Yeah. It's on the to-do list. I made a deal with myself
But where is your to-do list?
I was going to say that.
In here right now. Because I haven't created my to-do list. Or hang on. I did kind of created one. I can't hang on.
Believe me, I've seen the Notion Gods icon library. Oh yes.
And then, of course, y'all. This is, of course, I shared with John. It's this reason why it's on his. It's the GIF page that I shared with him. We've got the.
We don't need to see that again.
I have it in toggles, Yeah, it's not that one. There we go. We'll play the no one. Yeah. It's growing slow. No. That was me just playing around, learning how to do GIFs. I said, that's just perfect. Just zoom in like that. Now I just need you to do one with "Shut Up, Danny."
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I know. Let me go back to the other workshop or workspace. Now, if y'all notice, most of all these are just the free personal plan, except for these two. And they're just the $5 per month. And this is why I'm in here a lot, because a lot of my files are over 5 megabytes. So that's the reason why I have that. And the other one is for the business aspect of it. And it never wants to switch over. I don't know why I have to do this twice. And I think it may be because my computer lags or something. And here we go. But most of to condense the workspaces. And let's see here. Let me go into the hold folder. There's nothing personal in there. Icon library. Yeah, I could, most of it, I use the PowerPoint icons and just tweak them. I add animations to them or change the colors. And then some I have to design, just pull apart and rearrange. But yeah, this is all, some of these are just.
But you have the skills to do that. A lot of people don't.
Oh, that's true. Well,
for you, it's just like, just do this and just do that. For other people, I'm like.
And that's a lot of my thing is, and I think that's not me, but for everybody, I automatically assume everybody else knows how to do it. And that's where I have to keep reminding myself, no, not everybody else knows how to do this.
And also, sometimes people know how to do it, but can't do it still. They understand the concept of creating an icon, but actually getting the ideas, putting things down, like all of that stuff.
And let me close this up here. Yeah. Or don't want to do it. And they just want it already done. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just pay someone like you to do it for me.
Yeah. You can pay me. I'll do it for you. Just go ahead. Just let me know. But yeah, this was my first.
So now everybody's now going to come at you with I want icons.
I will do sets. I don't know if I could do 100 icons, small sets. That'd be cool. I just have to know what it's for to be able to create it. Which, yes, that's true. But okay, this was my media library that I started. I have not finished it yet, but it's for my book catalog. That this is the template. As you can see, I've got template in the heading that I'm wanting to launch soon with everything else. As y'all can see, I've got so much that I've got to do.
Is that a formula at the bottom of that gallery showing stuff?
I'm sorry?
Was there a formula at the bottom of the gallery showing stuff? Were there relations?
This one? Yeah, this is a formula.
It's a formula showing all the stuff. Yeah. I thought it was.
Yeah, that was the first time I realized I could combine properties in a formula and display it in one line. That is the only thing on Notion that I wish I could do is separate the two properties with a tab space in between it where I can have one on one side and one on the other.
That would be so nice.
Yeah. And icons for books, audio book covers. Audio book covers make great icons.
Oh,
versus the big tall one.
I like that.
It's almost like a record cover. Record covers and audio book makes good icons. Of course, because of copyrights, I could not include images in the templates because I don't want to break any copyright, laws or anything like that. But people can add their own covers. The property would be there. Yes, I'm a Harry Potter. I've read every Harry Potter book there is. This one, this was set up where I was thinking of doing blogging on books I read, but I've not had time to sit down and read books anymore, to be able to blog about it. And I thought, well, then I'm going to set up a template where others could. This is just if you set up where if you want your first impressions, your tweets, if you microblog, mini blog, book in 3 sentences. These are just ideas that some bloggers do, and then you can embed a YouTube video you find about the book. Sometimes they do trailers on books. I did not know that sometimes they'll do little short trailers that you can put in here. Link to books,
So Yusuf asked, is this part of the OOCL template?
No, we're totally off on other templates that I'm in the process of creating. They wanted to see the messy background
very soon.
Yeah, I think
we're going to launch a template a week.
Yeah.
17, 18, something like that.
They wanted to see the messiness of my background work process,
And I'm still wondering where all that messiness is, because I'm just sat there going, that's pretty clean. That's nice. That's not a mess. That's not what I call a mess.
Okay, the messiness is the hold please button.
John's just put up my homepage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I mean, I'm only bringing his up because mine isn't up right now, but like a messy dashboard. You're talking like yours is a mess. Yours is not a mess. It's really nice.
This to me is messy because I don't have it organized. I just have it in my hold please. It's just I use the stop sign. Okay, it stops here until I find a place for it. That's and a lot of other people's templates that I saw that I was interested in that I wanted to explore, I throw it in here, just so that I can find it again. It's still organized. You have a point.
Yes. My hold please is everywhere. I have a hold please in one place. I also have some others on another page, and then a couple of others on a sub page of other pages. Yeah. You have one place to hold things. That's just
now, y'all. I will not go into the storage area. I don't. I can go in there. Hang on a second. I don't know if it'll load though. Oh yeah, I have it. This is where I store all the files. The storage area is files that normally when my laptop overdrive is screaming at me, I throw it in here until I can upload it to Google, Drive or Dropbox or something. I just throw it in here until I can, as the middleman, until I can get it uploaded. So OneDrive will quit screaming at me that it's, full. But they're in toggles so personal information is hidden. But let's see. K-Tex, y'all know I'm big into K-Tex inline math. Let's see here.
Big up the inline math crew.
Yes. Let's see. Most of these are duplicates that I need to go through and just clean out. Or they were the before the final or mid-final.
Or mid-final Mark 2.5. Oh God, hope this is the last one.
Yes, yes, that one too. Let's see.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the version that says, "John has forced me to launch this. I don't like it, but still, he's got a darn good point. I'm going to launch anyway."
Yes. So now we've got the OOCL is done and up, ready for launch. I just got to finish tweaking the instructions. Can Notion be messy? All is true. Very true.
I didn't go into any of those pages.
So let me go back to let's see. Y'all will realize I'm a big gallery view girl. So the database, I do like tables. I originally started, and then I like gallery view. Yeah. Room of requirement storage area. Perfect. I love that. I want to rename storage area to the room of requirement.
We've got a lot of
like that as well. That's kind of good.
Yes. Let me see here. I think this was in the process. Yeah, this was in a process one for the family history. So we got the OOCL that's done. We need the chemistry one finished, the family history one, and the design studio, or at least 3 others that are in the, that are coming soon.
You should take notes and add it to a to-do list.
Add notes to a to-do
of all your templates that you've got to get done. I mean,
yes, to-do list of all the templates. But it's right here. Oh, in the essential catalog and the Bible reading program and the Stardew Valley.
Okay. So right now you're going to basically overwhelm yourself. Which one are you launching next?
The design studio will be the next one.
Okay, and when is that coming?
I will try to get it done by Wednesday, but Sunday the latest.
Sorry, when will you get it done?
I'm going to set my deadline Wednesday.
Okay, that's better. I heard trying the first time.
Yes, I will set the deadline Wednesday.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So. Oh yeah, there's a Stardew Valley template as well.
Oh, I have to do that. yes. It's not finished. It's not ready to launch yet.
Oh no. I don't think you could launch that one as a paid one anyway. Sadly.
Yeah, that one. I would have to strip the icons from, because this I was just using it for myself, or trying to set it up for myself. Because I don't want to use somebody else. I don't like copywriting, so I try not to include other people's images unless I created it. So let's see here. Apparently I don't have a gallery view on this one, but I'm going to here. Maybe those were back in. Like I said, it was just something I was trying to throw together. And I got sidetracked for the online course, so it hasn't been finished yet. So that's not ready to launch yet. She could privately near I could.
Notion God, have you finally persuaded? Are you off to buy it? Are you finally allowed it yet?
Let me get the design studio finished. And I've got people on Facebook that are really wanting me to finish the elements on my chemistry one. So I was hoping to get that one done by the end of March. So because it's a lot. I
think you could get at least 3 templates done before the end of Feb.
Yes, I can do that one. Yes, the design studio I can finish. What was the other ones? Now I forgot what the other ones were.
You're in Notion. Notion down.
Oh my goodness.
You could just make a text block somewhere and just have them somewhere. I
do. I have my Nerdy Central. That's where I was originally had my to-do list. I do have a to-do list. It's in my Nerdy Central. It's right here in the ideas, in my quick notes, and my aspirations. I do have it right here. So it is created. I just have to use it. You know, like my board game templates. I had Clue, and I finished Clue. I just now need to do the other ones. Strike through. There we go. So, and then here we go. It's Design Studio. Finish. There you go, Danny.
There we go.
And see, and guys, it's as simple as that. No database. It's just a to-do.
It's exactly how I do my notes in Notion, which is like the far right column. It's just a text block.
Yep. And then I also have this bookmarked on my browser. So I can click an icon on my browser and create a quick note. And then this is all right here. When I need to take a quick note of something, it's right here. And then I can just move it to wherever I need to move it, whatever workspace. Let me see. I'm going to pull up my browser. Oh, I can't pull up my browser because Danny's on my browser. Danny So, well, maybe I can open. Let me see if my laptop will not scream at me. Let me open another window.
I assume you're using a mouse with your laptop because I can hear clicking.
Yeah, it's a mouse. Yeah. I don't like touchpads. Yeah. Okay, I got it. It's up.
That's down to John.
Yep, John, switch me back over.
John, you've been told.
Right here is my Notion pages. I have my test page.
It's not up.
No.
That's why I hadn't shown it yet.
Oh,
You'll
it's
have
that screen.
To reshare because you're only sharing your Notion.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's why
I'm used to Zoom. I'm used to Zoom where I can just do it without redoing. And
If you're sharing a screen, you're fine. But if you're sharing a tab, then it's slightly different.
yeah, there we go. There we go. Now it's working.
There we are.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Let me pull your full screen over here. Okay, yeah. Let's see. I use icons for my browsers up here. But yeah, quick notes right here. You can't see my mouse on there. But let's see if it'll highlight it. There we go. It's highlighted. Up under the plus is QE is my quick notes. And I just click it and it pulls up my quick notes.
I like that.
Yeah. And I do a test page too for the social media when I need to help answer a question. And I just don't know off the top of my head, especially when they're asking how to relate or the formulas. When they're asking how to do formulas, I try to throw a quick table together, so that I can help them put it. Because I don't like answering unless I already know the solution.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Yeah. I do the same thing when I see a question. I'm like, quick page, /table, enter, and then figure it out.
Yeah. And then, of course, my nerdy icon, I have all the other stuff that's related to Notion under there, in a folder with my nerdy icon. But as y'all can see, I love emojis in icon. This is where she's usually answering. Yes, that's usually where I am. But you're getting better. You've gotten so better. I've hardly seen you ask any more questions now. So you've got the concept of it. You could probably teach formulas now.
Getting that.
So that's all. Y'all saw the messiness.
Look good.
Thank you.
I mean, if that's messy, wow.
Yeah.
That's my tidy.
Yes. Yeah, very much so.
It's only messy because I don't have everything where it needs to be at the moment. There are categories in certain areas. So, yeah, I guess it's not too messy. They're just not everything is in its place for my liking yet. That's all.
Just as a question, is like an overall question. Obviously, you mentioned that your tasks list is in your head, which I'm not a fan of, but everyone has their own way of working. Your notes, where are your notes? Because obviously you've got your course template. Do you have current notes, or are you?
I do not have current notes right now because I've already finished school. But I plan on the learning to code. So this was the pre-setup for that.
Right. Right. So when you were at school, you said you were writing notes in Notion as like a doc. Do you still have all of those in a workspace somewhere, or is that gone?
No, those got moved over to Google Drive and stuff. So the backups of those have been moved out. I do plan on pulling from that to create if this does not turn into to passive income or to where I can make a living from, then my future career for my degree plan, I hope to pull from that information and create a database from that. But it's there. It's just I'm not using it right now. So I'll have it when I do need it.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Because what I've seen a lot of people do when it comes to note taking is when they grab an app or find an app, they kind of ditch all of the notes they've ever made and then just start from scratch, which I think is just what a lot of people do. No. But you've still got them stored.
Yeah, elsewhere. I still have them. Yeah. Because I don't like duplicating work.
Mm-hmm.
You try to do it once. You can tweak it. You can adjust it. You can add or take away, but try not to duplicate it. That's like with the learning to code. I know the HTML, the CSS codes, or the elements and the terminology is pretty much going to be the same. So I want to create a database of that. So when I do move to JavaScript and Ruby and every other, syntax, I have a reference material already there and I'm not duplicating the work. Thank you, Esme. I'm just like that. I want to say Esme instead of Esme, and I'm sorry about that.
Like I said to John after the stream, because John did moan at me, and I was like, but I know 4 Esmes. and
Yeah.
and I'm like, no, it says me. And it's kind of with all the other names that they're so similar. It's just a little different in pronunciation or pronunciation, whichever you say. But yeah.
Yeah, and I understand because Tia, most people when they see it, before when I was growing up, Tia was not very common. It was hardly ever heard of. But now it's a little bit more popular. More people are, using the name Tia. I was pronounced Taya. I'm still called Tina sometimes, and rhyme. And I'm like, no, it rhymes with Chia Pet. It's Tia. But
Good
I just
question, Dale. Is Google Drive your backup and archive?
It's one of them. Google Drive is
Oh,
limited.
you have multiples. You
Yes,
have
I have
multiple backups and
I have multiple
archives,
backups.
do you? Oh, okay.
And mainly because I did have Google Drive before I discovered Notion. So Notion is like I used to organize before I move it and categorize. It's just a holding place, and a quick holding place. Yes. I did use external drives. I did.
I'm in this one.
Guess what happened?
Danny.
Guess what happened to my external drives?
You can't get away with it. You can't get away with just dodging over the question with your guest.
Guess what happened to my external drives? They no longer work. The internal software is outdated. My computers will not run them. They were 2.0s, not 3.0 UBS, things. And they just stopped working altogether. Like a laptop hard drive, anything, they just stopped. I started moving everything to the cloud.
YouTube is a cloud.
Yes, my videos are downloaded for YouTube. I use those for my video backups.
Yeah. See, John. See, it's not just me.
And that's from experience of my laptops crashing and me not being able to store my data.
You don't want to start You don't want to start doing backups until you find out why you need to do backups.
Yeah. I have lost so many
Danny,
notes.
I cannot wait till that happens to you, and you're going to come back to us and you're going to go, I'm sorry, John. I know you're right. I knew it all along. I wish I did more backups. I wish I listened to all of you, but no, I was so obnoxious and argumentative, and I'm so please forgive me.
You could be waiting a while.
Every semester, my computer would crash, and I would lose all my notes, all my materials, and I have to start all over again. And that's when I said, no more. It's going online.
Yeah.
What can I say? I mean, I'm still not going to back stuff up any more than
You're young, Daddy. You'll hit it.
You'll grow up soon, Danny.
Yeah. I don't even store that much data to start with, so why would I back up stuff that I already don't need?
I'm used to it. My own kids don't listen to me at this age, so you'll learn.
Kids, right? Kids.
Uh-oh, everything's freezing. There we go.
Yeah, whatever.
That's a child's reaction as well. Yeah.
Exactly, that's why I did it.
Yeah. La, I'm not listening.
Exactly, that's why I did it. Come on. Whoa.
I think my laptop is finally going nuts. Let me close it out here.
See, John, my laptop doesn't go nuts.
Oh, let me close it off. There we go. Maybe it'll work now.
Maybe. We will see what happens in a few years. I mean, I still don't see any data that I currently have that is going to get lost if my computer crashes. Like, my computer would have to crash, and YouTube would have to crash, and my external hard drive would have to break.
You know what happens whenever one of us said something like that on a live stream?
I'd said YouTube was going to crash yesterday, and it didn't today, so I'm good. Yep.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's already been 2 hours.
See, it's not just me.
It goes by quick.
No, we're just having a moment of teasing Danny in his immaturity and not understanding the concept of backups.
Oh no, I do understand it. And I do have backups. They're just not the same way you have backups. I use YouTube as my backup. Because there's no other files that I have.
Anyway, we could keep going, but I won't. We have hit 2 hours.
There is no end to this.
Yeah. I'm sitting here being girly and fixing my hair after 2 hours.
Oh.
Make a squirrel icon. I could try. Obviously, I think John's wife did a great donkey unicorn. She could make a squirrel.
For those of you who are kind of relatively new here and have no idea what that was all about, just pop onto the Discord. Have you got a link in there now, Danny? Automatically added?
I think it's in the default. If it's not in the default, then I'll need to put it in the default because I can't remember because it was because you made the link and then it wasn't working and then I think you made it work afterwards and I'm not sure whether I updated it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can join the Notion Nerds Discord where you can talk to mainly me because Danny's never online.
He pops in every now and then.
Thank you, Tia. I am in there. It's just like, unlike you, John, I do stuff. I have stuff to do. You just sit there on Discord all day.
I just have it open in the background and it beeps at me when somebody posts.
And that puts me off. It's distraction. It's distraction I don't want. All my notifications come through my phone. So if you don't mention me or everyone, then it doesn't pop up on my phone. So then I just don't sit.
Yeah, nobody uses everyone. It's rude.
Oh, some servers do.
Okay.
I know. So much so that the default in our server is to mute everyone's.
Yeah.
You actually have to turn it back on because I really hate everyone's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, that was a quick
question before we finish.
Sure.
John, before we finish, the donkey unicorn, is it possible to export that and then upload it to YouTube as an icon for YouTube?
Not on here yet, I don't think.
Because because we're the non-members. Yeah, because I know. Obviously, when you have members, you can upload your own emoji icons for the chat if they're members of the channel. So yeah, we'll have to do that. Export and Danny John does nothing. Quit digging the hole. It's deep enough. If you knew what happened on the back end.
Yeah, where you basically do nothing. Do we have the podcast episodes inside of the Notion database now? Are they in there? Let me have a little look-see, shall we?
No, we don't.
What a surprise! No, they're not.
Moving backwards and forwards with apps.
You!
You were the one that moved it to ClickUp.
Because you were in ClickUp.
So you're just going to follow every app that I move to. Okay, John, you're going to move all of the stuff. All of the stuff is now going to Obsidian and Rome and Amplenote and Nimbus.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have not had this all stream because he shut his mouth for a change, but now I am pleased to do this. And he is giving me a face. It's beautiful. I don't know whether Tia can actually see the face. I don't know. Don't think so.
No, only you could see the face, John. That's why I did it. It's not 1 million. It's only like 1,000 or so. That was funny when after the stream yesterday, Maria asked how many apps I was exploring, and I was like, "Well, the Obsidian files says about 1,700 and something." Her face was like, "What?"
Okay, so when are the bobblehead marches coming out for Notion Nerds. George needs company.
If we get to like whatever the thing we need for YouTube, if you get either this Twitch channel or Danny's, well, not Danny's because Danny's not important. Like, get our channels to like whatever it's called.
Where are you going with that? Are you talking like monetized? Are you talking?
Yeah, once we're monetized, we'll do that as a reward.
So is that on Twitch or YouTube? Because Twitch, I think you're only like 10 followers away.
I am, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're like 10 followers away, so Twitch is going to be much better than YouTube because YouTube, I think, we're like 800 subs away plus like 3,500 hours.
Let's say my Twitch because it'll be quicker.
I was going to say, yeah.
Everybody go
if
follow
you're following
Twitch.
on my Twitch, you will, yeah. Well, people who are watching on YouTube, twitch.tv JStewart UK, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And follow there. Once we hit, like, once I get monetized, we will get some bobbleheads.
Cool.
Anyway, thank you very much for joining us on this. Just love it. On this kind of episode of the Notion Nerds Live. Thank you very much for joining us on exact short notice. If anyone wants to come on and has something to show, you don't necessarily have to have a product to launch. If you just have something you want to talk about in terms of productivity, in terms of getting things done, in terms of Notion, ClickUp, anything, by all means, you are more than welcome to come on the stream. Send me a message in the Discord or on my Twitter at NotionBiz. And we'll get you on. And if not, I will just come and find one of you and bring you on.
He'll literally.
I will drag you on stream.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.